They say it never rains in Southern California, but it's pouring in the Bay.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Black Spectrum Network's The Secret Services Celebrity Psychic Readings. I'm going to be your reader for today, Quintari Shakir. Please make sure that you subscribe to this video, like this video, and share this video on your timeline. Please click the subscribe button. Also, if you're wondering why you don't get notifications for my videos, that's because y'all didn't click the little bell button. So until you click the little bell button, you won't get any notifications. Duh, that's why y'all don't get notifications. So with that being said, please go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com and purchase a private psychic reading. Or you can go to patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network so that you can receive exclusive content. Because this Emmett Till reading is not going to be available on YouTube for a long while. So if you want to get the most out of this reading, then I'd definitely say go to my Patreon and subscribe to it. Now, with that being said, we're gonna do. This is a special reading for Emmett Till. I'm not going to do a personality reading for him. I feel that he was he was much too young for me to like. I mean, he was 14 years old. I feel that it doesn't really matter what his personality was. He wasn't working an important occupation in his lifetime. I mean, it would be nice to know what he would have been grown up to be or who he was, but it's not really going to help us to better understand his murder. So with that being said, I'm going to skip the personality reading and we're going to do a general reading on his overall situation. Okay, so this is all about Emmett Till's situation. Okay. So I'm just gonna give bullet points. So this is pretty much bullet pointed. So it's like a spirit is coming through with a wave of different facts. After his death, his mom was at she was at a dead end with racism. I'm hearing very strongly that his mom was the most race conscious, like she was the most radical of his parents, but she was at a dead end with what to do after his death happened. I get a closed cowrie over the sponge, and this is saying that this is saying that his energy hasn't been cleansed from his energy hasn't been cleansed from the United States of America. His energy still lingers here, especially in Mississippi, and it can't be cleansed. I get the 2 of the crossroads token over the no speed limit. So this is saying that this is essentially saying that his energy exists and is going to continue to exist at the crossroads, like where spirit meets the physical. It will stay there. That's where his energy is, and he blesses. He's actually trying to bless the black community from the other side, on both sides actually, because of how much they venerate him. I get the nickel over the Magnum wrapper, and this is saying that his energy is coming through to say that he didn't do any of what he was accused of, and being that it's over the Magnum wrapper, he's asking for protection, like protection from the accusations, those sexual accusations that were made against him. He's like, I didn't do it. I get an open cowrie over the boomerang, which says what goes around comes around. So this is specifically speaking about white people in the white community. Not saying that white people will face the wrath of Emmett Till's soul, but this is Emmett Till's energy coming through to say that the reason that white people experience so much persecution, not so much persecution, the reason that white people are experiencing so much criticism and they're being held accountable for their racism is because of his energy. His energy changing the societal conditions in which we live. I get the closed calorie over the gavel. So this is saying that he's sentenced. His energy. He's already like sentenced white people, specifically the ones that were involved in that murder. In his murder, he sentenced them to a life that's worse than death. And even on the other side, he sentenced them as well. I get a closed calorie, and the closed calorie being over the gavel is telling me that he sentenced the white community to holding themselves accountable, and for his energy to constantly resurface, and for white people to constantly be psychologically reminded of how their brothers and sisters have committed evils and they didn't hold them accountable. I get, and this is specifically Southern white people not holding their white brothers and sisters accountable. I get a closed calorie over the popcorn, and so he didn't find any of this amusing. He didn't find what happened to him amusing at all. I get an open calorie in the penny over the teacup. This is saying he didn't appreciate how newspapers and media outlets were slandering his name. And he wasn't able to protect himself from accusations that he was making sexual advances on this white woman. I get a choose peace token over the microphone. So this is saying that his energy is choosing to be peaceful. That his energy has chosen to take the high road. His energy could have been a poltergeist sort of energy, and it really could have fucked a lot of people down there in Mississippi up. But he chose the high road. I get the guardian angel over the stork. So this is saying that his energy will reincarnate once it's done handing out its sentences. I get the two. I get a 1 over the jinx. So this is saying like, yes, the people that were involved in his murder are jinxed. I get the 2 of the crossroads and the probability of luck, and they're saying that their ancestors are also cursed as well. The ancestors of the murderers are cursed, and their offspring are cursed as well. Their offspring will have issues with fertility, and their offspring will have issues acquiring genuine friendships with people. That's until everything is rectified around Emmett Till's name. He wants his name cleared fully, and even if there's just a small, even there's a little bit of a discourse that's tarnishing his image, the curse is still there. So please understand that I'm using the term curse loosely to apply to any sort of tremendous misfortune. The witch token, the owl, is over the Black Panther. So this is saying that this is him saying that, you can use his energy in spell work and in spells. You can use his energy to channel. You can use his energy to write from. So what I'm saying is, because I have a question and I'm glad that I'm glad the spirit, and I won't say Emmett Till, because it's a spirit communicating to me about Emmett Till's energy. Basically, what I'm saying in this particular segment is that Audre Lorde, Toni Morrison, and James Baldwin are all known for writing works that channeled the energy of Emmett Till. So you all can do the same thing if you're a creative artist or you're a spiritual worker. Just do it for a high and positive purpose. I get the protection stone, the courage stone, the good luck token, and the direction stone pointing to the east. So this is saying to me spirituality. So I get the agungun. This is saying that Emmett Till's energy was not courageous enough to become one of the ancestors, although his energy still exists on the astral plane. And because of that, you can tap into his energy and use that cosmic energy, for whatever you need to use it for. I mean, people manipulate energy all the time. As my friend Retta says, energy is neither good nor bad. It's all in, what your intentions are set for. So that's overall what I'm getting from Emmett Till. And now I'm going to go to my tarot to answer the rest of the questions that I have about Emmett Till. Hold on for me 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle my tarot. Give me 1 second. Okay, so the first question I want to ask is, why in the hell did Carolyn Bryant lie on the stand? Why did that woman lie on the stand? Spirit saying that she was pressured into lying on the stand. But Spirit is saying that she was okay. Okay. She was she played. Okay, let me articulate because this is fucked up. Okay. So she lied to her husband about what happened. And she did not want things to be handled that way. She did not want it to go that far. I get the 8 of Wands, and this is saying to me, look, the 9 of Cups is saying to me that she was pressured into lying on the stand, and she did it to protect her husband. She wanted to tell the truth because she felt terrible that her false testimony to her husband led to an innocent black boy being dead. She felt sorry for, she felt terrible, but at the same time, she knew that she had to lie to protect her husband. And I see that was the downfall of the marriage, actually. She lied so that she could protect her man, and she didn't want her man to go to jail. That was the main thing. Oh, got to turn these around. Spirit is saying that she was a damn fool because her husband was cheating on her anyway. He had already been stepping out on her. And she thought, like, the thing is that this is a bunch of foolishness. She was getting cheated on. What the cards are saying is that this woman was getting cheated on, and she wanted some attention from her husband. And she's used to making up fibs and stories, and this was one of the ones that just went too damn far. And this her husband, Ronald, whatever his name is, Bryant, fuck ass Bryant, went and he went and did what he went and murdered Emmett Till. But the woman lied on the stand to protect her husband. And then she was pressured into doing it because she was like, oh, he didn't really do that. She knew he knew that little boy didn't do none of that. Okay. Look, it's all messed up because we're talking about people that have these implicit biases that have accumulated, these implicit biases that have turned into these animalistic racial anxieties towards black people. This woman wanted some attention from her husband. She makes up fibs, makes up stories, went to him. He went, killed Emmett Till. She got on the stand. She had to lie. She was pressured into lying. She did want to tell the truth. And my next question is, if she had told the truth, would that have resulted in a guilty verdict, or would racist ass Mississippi have still said that these people were not guilty? That's my next question. Spirit is saying that no matter what the verdict, no matter what she would have revealed on the stand, because I'm seeing here where she's on the stand and they're offering opportunities for her to tell the truth. And there were definitely times that she was being led to tell the truth by the by the prosecutor. Like they were getting close to it. It's kind of like, you know, certain things in her story weren't adding up given the other witnesses around the case. And yes, I have read on the case, and now things are making sense to me, and I'm putting it all together. Okay. Sorry. I mean, yes, I actually did research on this. I don't do research on like Wendy Williams, but I did do research on this. So, and the judgment call is saying that the jury would have made the same decision regardless because they feel like
it's been a long time, but I still got a love for you, and that won't ever change. San Jose, they say it never rains in Southern California, but it's pouring in the Bay. San Jose, girl, I know we tried to tell ourselves those lies.